Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? I'm going to stop right there. Greetings, everyone. DFG coming to you from the graveyard. Hey, guys, I want to take a little time and talk to you about something that came to my attention earlier today, but something that I've thought about quite often. It's always on my mind, and that is the duality of what constitutes being an American. Now here's something I want to show you right here. See this? What does it say? Open your eyes. Now here's what I'm talking about. I was watching the news, Fox News, fake news maybe, earlier today, and they were showing a picture of John McCain, Lindsey Graham, and Joe Lieberman. And they all three had on shorts. You could tell they had been out just kind of hanging out together, good buddies. Now you look at that and you say, well, wait a minute, those are supposed to be opposite political foes, well, at least Lieberman versus, McCain and Graham. Yet all three of those men were right there, you follow me, just hanging out, having a great time. And what it really showed me once again, that is all, at the end of the day, guys, a political charade. It's that old saying, it's two horns on the same bull, or two butts on the same ass, or two butt cheeks. Because when you start to look at really what the political atmosphere truly is, it is nothing but a charade, nothing but what I would call a political Ponzi scheme to keep you and I, guessing at, who's going to represent us, when at the end of the day, we don't have representation as American citizens. We're just pawns in the big scheme. We're like, pieces on a chessboard at the end of the day. And so when it comes down to making these decisions about who's going to represent you as your president, who's going to represent you as your, senatorial or your senators, I'm telling you guys, it's just a scam and a scheme. And, you need to open your eyes and understand that. You follow me? I believe that we're better off if we just didn't pick, and then when they select, then we pick on them. We force them to do their jobs, as they like to say up here in New England, do your job. But it's just ridiculous when you begin to see it and understand it. And then it was the comment again about, making America great, was America always great? Now here's what I would say. Now if you're talking about making America great, if that means white self-preservation, then I understand what you're saying. And I'm going to say it again. If when you say make America great or America was always great, if you're talking about white self-preservation, then I understand that. Then I understand what you mean by what you're saying. Because, let's be honest. Again, open your eyes. How did America become great? Well, first, we came in and we slaughtered millions and millions of Native Americans, for their land and for their natural minerals. Now, there's a reason for that, because we wanted to self-persevere. And then we enslaved Native Americans and Africans from Africa. We made them slaves for another 400 years so that we could reap the benefits of free labor to make America great, correct? And if that wasn't enough, open your eyes. After the so-called 13th Amendment, the Emancipation Proclamation, we had Jim Crow laws and black codes, laws in the United States up until the early 1960s. That was 100 years later. Now, if that is what we're talking about when we say America was always great, or make America great again, if we're talking about white self-preservation, I get it. Now, this is where you need to give me a round of applause. You say, man, that dude from the ghettos of New Orleans finally, one of those guys that look like him figured this out, right? Come on, you got to give me credit for that. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what we're talking about? Aren't we talking about, white self-preservation when we talk about making America great or keeping America great? It's surely what Donald Trump was talking about. And we know 64 million of you guys voted for Donald Trump, and 50% of you white females, y'all can't trick us, y'all voted for him too. Come on, tell it. So why are you criticizing him now? You knew what he was going to do. But it's all good in terms of understanding comprehension. Again, you know, let's not be in denial. Let's just be honest about it. Maybe then we can really start doing something about it. What do you think? As always, guys, thank you for hearing me out. DFG, open your eyes, guys. Peace, coming to you from the graveyard.